You watch all of season one, brings you the okay. We're good. Let's delete that and record. We are live. Hello, YouTube.
Hi.
They love us. They love us, Adam.
I have little fake sound effects I can use if that helps in the future.
No, it doesn't. It just makes me realize even more that there's not people there. It's like when they can play sports here upcoming during the coronavirus times. They're going to pump in fake sound and have like CG audience. It's going to be weird.
They already did the wrestling thing without an audience, which
they didn't even try with that. It's just silent. You can just hear everything. It's so bizarre. Like I watched UFC, and it's just like you can hear every like like when they churn. Like, oh, this is weird.
I have a lot of friends. Some of them are mutual. Like you have some of the same friends that are into wrestling. Wrestling's not my thing, but nobody had anything good to say
You're talking about Pete.
Yeah, I'm talking about Pete. Well, one of them. Pete's one of them, but there's like 3 or 4 other guys that are into it as well. Nobody had anything nice to say about that.
I don't have anything nice to say about wrestling in general. So,
yeah, I'm a hockey guy.
I don't need to watch grown men do that. I just don't. I'm good. Let's get into the episode, shall we?
I suppose.
Yeah. Let's just get it over with. I guess.
Yeah.
Let's get the shit over with, right?
Right.
Okay. Let me get the theme song pulled up here then. And then we'll get this shit done. So we have 24 episodes left of this season, of season 5 of the Twilight Zone. After this, 23.
The only good thing is at least they're only like 20-minute episodes.
Yeah. You didn't have to suffer through season 4. Oh, God. Here we go. Theme song. Ready? Oh.
Travel to another dimension only of sight and sound of mind. That's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop. Dark territory.
I know she's not deaf or dumb or retarded or anything.
Bordering in Wonderland, the Twilight Zone review.
Hello, citizens. Welcome to LIW, the Twilight Zone review, episode 169. For episode 513, Ring-a-Ding Girl. I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Adam Wilcox.
It's the last episode of 1963. Starting next episode, we're in the 64 year. I don't know why I notated that. It's just, it's the last year Twilight Zone's on. So this is the last one before we're in the last year.
Maybe because it's the year of Beatlemania and that changed the whole world.
Could be. Could be because the show's fucking terrible now.
I'm a Beatles fan. Sorry.
I'm a Twilight Zone fan, but here we are talking about this.
This is true. I'm also that.
It's like if we had a Ringo Starr podcast. That's what I feel like we're doing. Talking about the turdiest of the episode of the seasons of the Beatles.
These are the Pete Best episodes.
No, that'd be the lost. That'd be the 80s. We're like, oh, there's an 80s show? Oh, yeah, there was. Nobody believed it.
This is Beatles post Brian Epstein.
So here's the plan. We finish off season 5. We do the movie, Twilight Zone movie from the 80s. And then we do the 80s Twilight Zone. And then we do the 1994 Lost episode. Also, we're going to do, before the movie, we're going to do the pilot, the original pilot. So we got that episode. And then we got, after the 80s, we have the 2001, 2002 season, whatever year that was. And that's it. Oh, Night Gallery at some point. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I look forward to that.
Fucking Night Gallery is even worse.
I know. I've seen a few episodes of Night Gallery. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 different running themes just going over and over again. Yeah.
Nonsense. It's a show that you remember. That's the epitome of never go back.
Yeah, we should. I'd probably call it that. Never go back. Just
It's
change
terrible.
out the show. Yeah.
It is awful. Some episodes I'm like, all right, but it's just, I hate that 70s flat, super red. And some reason that show has all the Victorian furniture in Los Angeles in one set. And I hate Victorian furniture. I don't know what it is I have against it, but I hate Victorian furniture. It's fucking disgusting looking.
Victorian furniture, and it seemed like this kind of started with a lot of the Italian horror films too. Like the blood always looks like tomato paste.
Yeah.
Not tomato juice, tomato paste. Like that shit looks like red fucking paint.
It's better than like George Romero's Dawn of the Dead, where it's like red tempera paint, where it's, it's liquidy. Yeah,
that one's
looks wrong. Everything looks wrong.
We can give that one a pass because there's so many other good things about it, though. But yeah, it's
Like,
I've been watching a lot of Italian horror lately, and it's like, oh, fuck off with this again, you know?
Yeah. But the point is, let's talk about Ring a Ding Girl. Shall we? It's terrible. So until next time, and in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Good night, man. Wilcox. Bye.
So long, citizens. Thanks for joining us on YouTube for this. I appreciate you sticking around. I guess let's talk about it. This episode was an episode of the Twilight Zone.
It's a show, and
So until
in
next
the show,
time,
stuff happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she takes a phone call in the beginning, and then she's on the phone. It's Bunny, the actress, apparently, and she says
The actress, not Audrey Hepburn. That's what I like to call her. Her name is Bunny Blake.
Audrey Hepburn, and she goes at the end of the phone call. She goes, "And Nunsville to you." I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What? And Nunsville to you? What?
Ring a ding. Ring a ding.
Ring a ding.
Oh, ring a ding me. Ring a ding you.
You need 3 snaps for that kind of pronunciation.
She's like a fucking Batman the TV series villain, you know? Excellent.
No, we had Julie Newmar in one of our episodes of Lady I Think of Cliffordville, and she is a fucking smoke show.
Yes, she is.
She is a fucking smoke show that I might still bang because she's still around. I could still fuck that lady.
Julie Newmar, and also the lady that played the original Morticia Adams. That's another one that I would run around the block with a couple of times.
You look her up, see if she's still alive.
Well, I'm pretty
Julie
sure she's
Newmar,
not, but she was pretty hot back in the day. She was a smoke show. Yeah.
Smoke show. That's all I want to say.
Yep. We are red-blooded males.
We got a phone call, and she gets off the phone call, and like her assistant lady comes in and is like, "Here's some packages from blah 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 blah," and then she opens it, and there's a ring in there, and she sees someone named Hildy beckoning her to come home. Like, "You come home, Bunny, come home."
Ring a ding, get it, Phoenix. Ring a ding.
Ring a ding sounds like a bell which beckons you, and it's a ring, literally a ring.
It's literally in the ring, dude. You get it.
My mom's home. Dude,
Oh my God.
hide the fucking buds. Oh, dude,
Put a towel under the door.
she's not gonna who fucking cares. Anyway, she's yelling at my dad anyway. It doesn't matter. He's fine. Oh, it's like a ring, and it rings, beckons.
One ring to ding them all. Oh.
So anyway, the episode is terrible, and not as terrible as last week, though. We got that to look forward to. It's not as bad as the last one, although it is in the same fucking set, the exact same set. They just expanded the living room a little bit and moved some furniture around. So
I think it's equally as bad. I do.
I don't, because there was a scene in this episode I liked. A single scene, and that's all it took. And they left the fucking house for a little bit. And that was beautiful. I like not being in that house with those people. And there's not a guy fucking a clock. There's so much better than this last episode. Not a lot, but enough.
You know what? I think they were definitely in the same set, but in the last episode, they left the house too, except it was at night. In this set, it was during the day.
Yeah.
So they just changed the lighting. Yeah, they fucking took the filters out of the light, turned it up a little bit. It's a different set. Nobody will know the difference.
Well, in this one, she goes out and she goes to a couple different places. The last episode, he went to his therapist's office, which is during the day. And he also went outside at night to break into his neighbor's house. So he left the house twice. In this one, she leaves it for like the middle part of the episode. But point is, she's not even there yet. Let's get there. she gets beckoned by. Turns out Hildy, that was in the ring ding, was her sister. She beckons her home. Her sister is Hildy, and she's talking to her son. Her son's name is Bud, bro.
God,
And then
you're
her
a
son's like,
genius.
I'm not gonna
You're
do
a
that, bro.
genius.
I'm gonna go upstairs, bro. And she's like, you gotta go do that thing, bro. And he's like, oh, I gotta go do the thing. And then suddenly Bunny's there, bro. And she turns around and she's like, Bunny. And I was like, how did she sneak in the fucking house all silent? And this is when I go, oh yeah, this is how this episode ends. Shit. I remembered right away.
Although there's one thing, Serling did not explain this one right away. So thank you at least for not doing that again.
You're thanking him?
For now.
For now.
For one little fucking detail.
And you're thanking him. This is an Earl Hamner Jr. episode, who is by far the worst writer of The Twilight Zone. He has all those Deep South fucking episodes that I can't stand.
Oh.
Anyway, so she shows up, and she's a big Hollywood movie star, and she's talking about her latest projects, but she's here for one day to talk to her sister. And her sister's like, I'd love to hang out with you all day. Let's just fuck around for an episode and call it an episode, and let's not try to be interesting at all, and let's just do whatever the hell we want for a whole episode. And she's like, okay, cool. Let's do nothing. I'll talk to my ring, and then I'll say incoherent things to you. And she's like, okay, cool. And it turns out today is Founders Day picnic. And she can't hang out with her sister because she's part of the something. And Bud, her son, is a picnic lifeguard. What the fuck is going on at this picnic? Why is the picnic underwater? Is there a giant pool next to the picnic? If so,
I didn't realize a picnic required a lifeguard.
Is he saving them from drowning in their glasses of wine?
You mean all this time I've been picnicking illegally without a lifeguard present? Fuck.
Are you wearing your floaties? Your water wings?
No, none of
Are you
that.
wearing a safety vest?
No, I didn't know I was supposed to
You've
wear
been
one.
picnicking illegally, my friend.
Wow, I've lived a dangerous life. I need to really think about this now.
Dude, it's not funny because my cousin went on a picnic when I was 7. Yeah, and she was eating her cranberry sauce and her turkey sandwich, and she drowned eating her sandwich. So this episode really is important to picnic safety. So I'd appreciate you not joking around about this fucking episode.
Wow, man, I'm really sorry. That really got me in the feels. I don't know what to say. I feel kind of
All right,
blatantly
man.
homoerotic here.
She fell in the dipping sauce.
Oh,
yeah. Never
goddamn
got out.
dipping
There was no
sauce.
David Hasselhoff around. There was
And they put little plastic things on top of the dipping sauce ever since. Okay, so that wouldn't happen again.
Yeah. Thank you. So
Death by Szechuan sauce.
no, she lived.
Okay.
She's alive. It's just she's a bitch. I never talked to her. But the point is, be a little more sensitive, all right?
You're right.
What's so hard about that?
You should think before I speak.
Obviously, you've never had someone almost drowned at Founders Day picnic.
Never been to a Founders Day picnic.
And Bud is the best picnic lifeguard, even though he abandons his post before it happens.
I picnic in the ghetto, Phoenix. I usually go to the park with the broken glass and the fucking 40 bottles sitting on the table and needles in the fucking grill. That park.
Needle Park.
Needle Park. Yeah, picnic in Needle Park.
Yeah,
picnic in Needle Park.
There you go. Okay. We both have tragedies with picnics and parks, and
we shouldn't joke about these things.
We shouldn't, but I did drown my cousin later at a picnic at a park. Just to, I felt it.
Szechuan barbecue or honey mustard?
Yes.
Okay, that's a lethal combination, man.
It's lethal. Sriracha sauce in there too.
Oof.
Dead.
Oof.
She couldn't open her eyes to figure out where she was.
My eyes are burning just thinking about it.
Yeah, she couldn't do anything. Frank is just asking, am I too late? I don't. Same link as last week. Check your
No, Frank.
email.
I will send him the link.
Did you not?
Frank is starting to turn into our Cecil. I'll have to explain to you who Cecil is off the air. That's a Fandom Menace thing.
Fair enough.
All right. Yeah.
Let's see. Did you notice what I started to notice at this point? I'll talk about the episode since you're doing that.
Yep.
Is these two episodes are very TV showish. You feel like they're on one set. Camera goes like this. Left, right, left, right. Sometimes it'll cut. Very few cuts, very few edits, very few scenes. It's just one long take, and the camera cuts. It's just a different angle. It's the same thing. It's very much a TV show. The previous seasons were really good because they felt like mini little movies. They felt like an episode that moved. It changed outside. It went to here. It went to there. There's different characters. They have different motivations. And this season is just like, you are now the sister. Act like the sister. And you are now the other sister. Act like the other. And it's just like, it feels like so much.
Although in this one, the other actors in this episode are a little less wooden than the previous one.
Yeah. The ones in the previous episode are very.
Especially the sister. The sister is all right. The kid, no, I'm not going to judge a kid. But everybody else seemed to be doing okay. Serviceable. Yeah.
Ring a ding, Adam.
Not quite as bad as the Jim Crow cop, but
no,
a little bit better than that. Yeah.
Be hard not to be better than Jim Crow cop. What's that fighter's name? Crow cop. There's a fighter with that name. Anyway, who cares?
I don't want to know what fights you're watching. They're probably not legal in most states.
What's your fucking point?
Do these fights take place in a park with needles and Szechuan sauce?
Loser gets drowned.
Oh, okay.
My cousin lost against me.
You have my curiosity, but now you have my interest.
I have your respect, I think is what you want to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck Frank. Whenever he shows up, he shows up. But the ring, the whole point is, we haven't even really described what's going on. The ring is like beckoning her, but she got it from a random fan. This episode, it has like weird mythological reasoning behind the watch or behind the ring, but it never really comes into play or really fucking matters.
The ring is like one of those little magical ones, like from a fantasy movie. Like she can see people talking. Yeah, it's a mood ring with like a little face inside of it talking. And I'm like,
the Wicked Witch of the East.
It's an Apple Watch or an Apple ring.
All powers that she can see. Auntie May. That's that thing. She can like see what they're doing in it, like the Wicked Witch could.
Double boil, toil, and trouble. Wow.
But like, why the? Because even if you, let's go ahead. Here's Frank. Let's go ahead and ignore the fact that the ring shows her what happens or what some random fucking people. Ignore that fact. What did it matter for how the episode went? Because ignore it. Nothing fucking mattered. Because and you find out in the end, she wasn't really there. What did the ring have to do with that? Why did it have to involve a ring?
So that you can say ring-a-ding, 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 Phoenix. Ring-a-ding, Frank.
Ring-a-ding.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to Ring-a-Ding.
It's
the ringy-dingiest.
It's the dingiest of the ringest. Ringiest.
Lord of the ringy-dings.
Just
no, I don't want to. Anyway.
Yeah. So
here's how far we are into the episode.
How's the show gone? Has it been good?
It's been all right. She showed up at the house. That's as far as we got. She just shows up with fucking Bud and she healed whatever the fuck her name is.
Hi, I'm here out of Hollywood. What's up, everybody?
Why is she a gay man in here?
I'm a girl that's 40. Just a girl.
Like Gwen Stefani?
She's got a big bouffant fur coat so that everybody knows that she's a movie star.
They keep referring to her as the golden girl or whatever, and she's 45.
Yeah.
Ring a ding.
Is she not the younger version of the actress that ends up being the actress from 16 Millimeter Shrine? She is so the same person.
She's got all the same props from Audrey Hepburn and Roman Holiday or fucking Breakfast at Tiffany's. I don't know. Pick one of them. It's the same exact outfit, same fucking haircut, same pearls around her neck, and she's got the little white gloves and shit. Yeah, she's Dollar General Audrey Hepburn.
Can you guess which character from this episode was the voice of Robbie from Uncle Simon?
Couldn't be the last guy we see.
It is a character, though.
It is a character?
There's a character in the episode that is the voice of Robbie from Uncle Simon.
Yeah, isn't it the last guy we see?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
I heard his voice and I went, hot chocolate?
Yeah. It's gonna be some hot chocolate. So they mentioned hot chocolate in the last episode and win. Let's go get some hot chocolate.
It's always hot chocolate. What is it with season 5 and hot chocolate? Is that like the shit that ties everything together in this universe? This is the hot chocolate universe.
What's with season 5 and being unwatchable?
Edwin is the most adorablest of adorable men in
Great. He is adorable. The episode is fucking terrible.
Yeah, you don't get to talk about that episode though.
You can come back for a redux.
I'll sit that one out.
He's burning fire for that episode.
Frank, why does season 5 suck so bad? It's terrible. Adam and I were talking while you're thinking. Collect your thoughts on season 5. I'll tell you something. We were just talking on the last episode. I said I've never watched them in order of the seasons, like, you know, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, season 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I went, you know, you bought back in the day, you bought the Blu-rays and you just watched the disc and it had random episodes. And now I realize why they had it that way, because season 5 is fucking atrocious. There's been 4 good episodes out of 13 now.
You know, like I had a videotape, had 5 or 6 episodes on it. Not in order. Nope.
Yeah. They shouldn't be in order. They need to sprinkle in season 5 like a fucking turd. Like, so you don't notice it being peppered over your sandwich while you're eating it.
And it's not like we're looking for like some deep physical, you know, psychological, you know, think piece. It's just, we just want to be mildly entertained. We want to have anything either surprise us or make us emote anything at all.
Ring a ding.
I feel dead from this season. I feel like I don't like the Twilight Zone, and I hate that feeling.
It just reminds you of like, it's such a great show. It's the greatest TV show of all time. It was, but not always. We just forget those moments. We overlook them.
True. I'm starting to realize I had a good idea on Twitter Pwn where they just went out of order and just did whatever. Like how we're doing on Tales from the Crypt. That's why I did it that way, in case it's like this.
Oh, Frank, we will tell you this. We've decided that season 5 is like a bunch of guys sitting around getting high, clam baking it, and they're like, bro, you know, it'd be really cool, Twilight Zone. Like a grandfather with a grandfather clock. Get it?
Oh, that's the same word. That's the same word, man.
Or ring a ding
not here
because she has a ring. Get it? Get it, dude?
Hold on, go back, rewind.
Oh wow, you're the best, dude.
I'm rewinding, Adam.
You're the best.
I rewound. So you said grandfather and grandfather at the same time.
A
So
grandfather with a grandfather clock.
Does the clock have little clock babies? Is that what's gonna happen? This season sucks.
So all those stoners that you've known over the years that do that, this season is comprised of those actual stories. It should start off that way, like a Law and Order episode. It's like, in the case of stoners, there are bongs and there are stoners. These are their stories.
Oh, they're gonna keep going.
Bong bong. Get it? Bong bong.
Can you hear that? Hold on. You hear that?
No. Nope. Nothing.
No audio, senor.
So The Ring called her home. Some dude.
That seemed to be commonplace. Projected right into space without anyone.
That will get our stream taken down.
So a tableau of reality never replied to me from today. I don't blame him because last week I forgot. Oh, I feel so ashamed.
He doesn't know his mic is muted.
This captivating.
Frank, you can't play music on the show, bro.
No, we're live on
No,
YouTube.
you can't do that on
Music.
YouTube. Yeah, you can do that on a podcast, but not here.
Yeah,
Ding, ding.
Nope, he's still playing it. Okay.
he's playing
Go-
3 seconds at a time. Not
Go
even
ahead.
3. Half. So Frank's muted. The ring-a-ding girl shows up at her sister's house, gets shit from her sister. You're still muted, Frank. And Bud is there. Her son's name is Bud, bro.
It's her son's totally named Bud. Oh my god.
It reminds me of weed.
This episode is great.
I couldn't stop thinking of Home Alone.
Yeah. From who?
Huh?
Whose name is Bud?
What do you mean?
Why were you thinking of Home Alone?
Because his brother's name is Bud.
No.
Buzz.
Yeah, it's Buzz.
Oh my god, he's totally shit faced.
Frank's been totally smoking the buzz. I mean, Bud. He's been hitting that heavy shit, dude.
Whoa!
That dank shit.
You know, when I smoked,
2 weeks ago.
I was on time. 2 weeks ago.
All right. No, don't go back to smoking because you fucking pass out on me during the show. Can't deal with that again.
No, but
Yes.
I want to. Nothing. I just want to kill my doctor. Moving on.
Okay. Let's kill a doctor, and then we'll be back for our show. I'm back. So, oh my god, there's so much blood. There was so much blood.
It's like ketchup red too. Did
yeah.
Italians do this or?
God, it was like marinara sauce.
Yeah.
I swear, they just throw things at the wall and see if they stick. I swear.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's just try the third fucking medication. And see if
Speaking of which, when you check out Troll 2 on my channel this week, shit sticking against the wall, that whole movie is about that. It's a wonderful anomaly of badness.
Speaking of shit sticking against the wall, season 5 of the Twilight Zone is not very good.
Episode 513.
God damn, the fucking season sucks.
dude,
Let's get back on track. Yes.
next like there are good episodes in this season. I swear it.
There's 9 good episodes. I just counted.
And we've seen what, two or three of them?
We've seen 4 or 5.
Oof.
Is the encounter? I hope in your 9.
Yeah, counter's fine. But let's see. We had barely almost spilled my wine. We had this is episode 13. We had Nightmare 20,000 Feet. Steel was okay. I'll say it's good enough. Just it wasn't boring.
I like Steel a lot, actually.
We had In Praise of Pip. We had what the fuck else did we have this season, guys?
20,000.
I said that. Oh,
Okay.
Living Doll.
Which is good.
There's 4.
I like
Then
Living
we
Doll.
have The Long Morrow. We have Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, which isn't even a Twilight Zone episode. We have The Masks. Which,
I liked it.
yeah,
I've seen it
Jeopardy
so
Room.
many times, though. I mean,
Encounter. And that's it. 9.
and I think the encounter is the best one out of all of them.
We'll find out when we get there. I don't remember a whole lot of how that goes down.
Yeah, I think I've told this guy before. I don't really remember the episodes by what they're called. I just remember them when I see them. I'm like, oh, here's the one where that does this thing and this happens. I'm not good at remembering titles.
The encounter is Solo's first TV appearance.
It's easier to remember when a season is like 10 or 13 episodes long, a title. When it's like 20 some episodes long, I never paid any attention to what the name of the episode was. I always remember the names of the episodes of my favorites, though. Those I do know.
It's an anthology. It's different. I know most of the titles. I might hesitate on them, but if you told me the episode title, I'd go, okay. If it's one we've done already.
Like I'll say right now, Beauty in the Eye of the Beholder, probably my favorite episode.
It's just called Eye of the Beholder.
Okay, Eye of the Beholder, see? But I remembered Beauty in the Eye of the Beholder, so...
And it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Whatever. I like that one.
Vastly overrated.
Oh, whatever.
Voice.
Go watch
I love it.
Go watch it again.
Scared.
Yeah.
I did. I saw it last Christmas when they had the Twilight Zone marathon, and that one terrified me as a kid. And then when I watched it when I was older, I'm like, I realized there's extra layers to it that I didn't notice before. So,
Okay.
sorry to disappoint you. I like that one.
There's advantages. Oh, did you get it? Oh.
Nah, the whole like
There's like bandages.
the totalitarian society and shit that I didn't notice when I was a kid.
Yes, that part's interesting, but it cuts when they get to that.
Right.
And that's why I said when I did the review of that, I want to watch that episode, not the one we watched.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah, exactly how I feel about that though. I was like kind of bored during the actual episode, but I was like, oh, pig people, pig Hitler. Let's watch that.
But I have seen that one recently, and I still like it.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think you should feel bad.
It's like a shorter version of They Live. You know, it's similar to that. Yeah.
It's just how far can they stretch a thin little premise and then oh my god, it get interesting. Oh, credits. You're like, oh,
Well,
I want to watch that.
all to be fair, all Twilight Zones are a thin premise. It just depends on how well you can execute it. Season 5, they get so lazy, they just flat out tell you the premise. Oh, here's the rest of the episode. You can walk away and go have a snack and come back. You already know how it ends because Rod Serling told you what happened. Yeah. You know?
This episode was so on, like,
I had a snack during every
I'm not
episode.
even trying for a twist anymore.
No, they just flat out tell it to you. Like Rod Serling's like, oh, here's what this is about. Well, gee, thanks, guy. Now I have nothing to look for in this.
I told you it's a first draft at best. And he was like, you're writing a second draft. And they're like, yeah. Let's throw it on there.
Stoners writing shit on a napkin and just filming it. Here you go.
Isn't this Earl Hammy?
Yeah.
Yeah, figured.
So that explains why it sucks. Doesn't explain why it's better than the last episode, though. I like this better than 90 Years Out Slumbering.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. Yep.
I like that win. I'm sorry. I liked the last episode just because of Edwin.
But I think you did explain what's going on. She's fucking dead. Nobody else realized, even though everybody can see her. You explained that, didn't you?
Kind of, but let's get there.
Okay, yeah, get there. Yeah.
Well, it's really simple. So I'll do my Edwin voice the whole time. So it's really simple. She talks to the doctor. She basically wants to postpone the picnic where you could drown, and she wants to postpone it. And she talks to some people and tries to get it postponed. She talks to a doctor, and she faked fainting after looking in a ring, seeing some dude, and is like, "I called you over here on purpose, doctor. I want you to cancel the spring fling." She might as well say that. Fucking picnic. Festival picnic. And then he's like, I'm not doing that, bitch, bye. And then she goes upstairs, runs upstairs, and then he's like, here's some medication, family, I'll give it to you, whoever the fuck wants to cash this thing in. And then she gives it to Bud to go bring to the pharmacy. Bunny goes with Bud and teaches him about manhood, which I probably saw in the convertible. And then she tricks him into going to talk to some people, in which we get to leave the fucking house for one side of 2 episodes in the same fucking set. We've been watching the same set for 2 solid episodes. We finally got out of it.
It's not fair. They should split them up a little bit, you know?
God, right? They go outside. She talks to some guy, and then she talks to the TV studio and does an interview where she's like, I'm going to be doing my one-man show, my one-woman show. Remember that? And he's like, not really. And she's like, I'm going to be doing that, though, tonight at 7 p.m. at the auditorium.
With her annoying personality, I can only imagine how god-awful that one-person show actually is. I'm pretty sure Frank will be sitting there watching her, but I don't know. What does she do? Just sing songs or tell stories? Or
is there any good one-person show?
Tell everybody how great she is? Or because that was my problem, is I did not like this character. I don't care how hot she was or how hot Frank thinks she was. She was fucking annoying.
What
Time
Adam's
out.
referring to, Frank,
All
real
right.
quick, sorry.
Time
Yeah.
out.
I said you would fuck her.
I mean, I'd give her the pickle, but
There we go. I said she rate fairly high on your Twilight Zone bangability scale or whatever.
no, she doesn't at all.
Good, because Julie Newmar is still number one.
I hate short hair. Hate it.
God damn, Julie Newmar. I can't stop thinking about her.
I don't have nothing against short hair. I just don't like annoying people. And this girl was like was like the super annoying, obnoxious Hollywood type, like the one that just lives to go to cocktail parties.
Yeah.
You're a consolidator, not a builder.
I don't know what that means.
That was the ending scene with Julie Newmar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she talks to the news studio, says she's going to set up a one-woman show if everyone wants to go to that instead of the picnic, which she might drown at. And then she comes home, but her sister's on the phone like, yeah, I see it on there. Why is she doing that? I don't want to go to that. What is her sister even doing? She's like a judge in the food contest or something. Who fucking cares? Do you matter?
And then she disappears.
Well, she comes home and she I don't know where to start. She's talking to her sister and she's like, why are you doing this? You're crazy. You need the rest. You just need the rest. And she's like, ring-a-ding is like looking a ring again.
Ring-a-ding.
Ring-a-ding when she sees their Bud's convertible.
Brought to you by Apple Mood Rings.
God, this fucking thing looks so cheap.
It really does.
Talking to her sister, and she's like, why are you making us? Why are you getting people to go to this one-woman show? Nobody gives a single shit, not a solitary shit about your one-woman show. And she's like, please. And she goes to leave the room, and she's like, we'll be there. And I'm like, God damn.
Please come to my show. I'll suck your grandfather clock.
I'll suck it clean. I'll wind that thing twice a day.
I'll suck it till you're out of time, baby.
I forgot to wind my clock.
I'll wind it for you, Frank. I'll wind that clock.
Wind up real good.
Missy winded it for me.
Oh, your wife. Great.
She opened the door and she's like, really? Again? Like,
what is it with this thing?
I looked up and I'm like, oh no.
It just goes bong, bong, bong.
Fighting your clock.
She's used the phrase, I hope our child doesn't grow up with year problems 3 times in the last week.
Well, if you're the dad. You get how this
Let
train
me tell you about the
tracks.
birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees.
So it's a track, and if you're leading that train down the dark territory, Casey fucking Ryback can't even say that, kid. It's gonna have your problems.
Casey Ryback. That was a deep cut right there.
I'm sorry for the kid already.
Just a lowly cook.
I wanted to do more Under Siege 2 references, and I wanted to insult you. I don't really think your kid is fucked. I just wanted to do
I picked up on it right away.
All right.
No, he is, dude. He really is.
Fucking
So,
Steven Seagal.
Fucking earthquake in midair.
Michigan. Steven Seagal's still alive.
Yeah, he's
There is no God.
no. Him and Wesley Snipes, it's like battle of the direct-to-video releases.
Why am I trying to quit smoking weed when people are still alive? Okay, why should I try to be healthy when Seagal is still alive?
I have to confess, I watched the Badass Saga. I think there's like 5 of them, and it's Danny Glover and Danny Trejo. Yeah, and I have no regrets. I enjoyed those movies. They're fucking terrible, but I enjoyed them. God damn it.
If you need a Mexican in your movie,
dude, just
know who to call.
Old guys pretending to be in an action movie, going directed to video, no fucks given. Let's shoot the shit. Keep going. Yeah.
I bet you I can get Danny Trejo to show up behind me one of these episodes
I bet you could.
and just walk in
Yep.
and be like, or he did like he's doing it. Lawyer commercials now.
Yeah. The guy has no limits, man. I love the guy to death. I do.
He said he will do any
awesome.
movie to help out like student filmmakers.
He has a very big heart. Yeah, he has a very huge heart.
He seems like a sweet fucking guy. Man.
Johnny 426.
He's a stand-up guy, and
This bar is for bikers and truckers only.
If they make another Machete movie, I'll be the only asshole in the theaters watching it. I don't even care.
Welcome to the Titty Twister.
Yeah. Oh, Danny Trejo, please be on our show.
Yeah.
It's even more pointless if he just shows up behind me and doesn't say a word. So,
Just walks up to the microphone, just starts talking about whatever the fuck he wants to talk about.
Not even microphone, just like to the door, and that's it.
Just kind of stands there.
Guest star, and nobody believes me.
Raids your refrigerator.
Let's do it. Oh my god, guest star Danny Trejo's behind me.
No shirt though. He has to have.
And now the whole episode will be about Danny Trejo, kind of like a Twilight Zone episode where we just have a guest star and we kind of write some bullshit around the character.
I guarantee you, I could book Danny Trejo for this show.
Yeah,
guarantee that I can do it.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
challenge
hard.
accepted, sir.
All right.
Challenge accepted.
Let's find a good episode for him.
I've
Let's
gotten
do
people on my show before.
Let's not make him sit through the Audrey Hepburn knockoff episode. Let's get him on one of the better ones.
The Encounter. He'll love it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's seen a couple episodes of Twilight. He's probably even come up with better concepts than this bullshit.
I can't believe he hasn't been in one.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not
June
yet.
25th.
There is time. Yeah, there is time.
We broke in the last episode. I went on the CBS All Access page and IMDb, season 2, June 25th.
He isn't one?
No, not him, but
he will be. Give it time. It'll happen. Yeah.
They officially announced the release date for Twilight Zone season 2, June 25th.
He will be.
He will be. What was that episode called again? Oh, The Gift. We should show him The Gift.
Oh God. He's like, it's nothing like this. No, not at all.
Yeah, but but him as a of Latin descent would find it quite stereotypically I don't know, racist.
So Phoenix, you remember that movie where this kid dodges a plane crash and then he winds up in a multiverse and then he has to
Donnie Darko?
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah,
love that movie.
Yeah, that was better than this. I feel like it was.
You remember a
almost the same
different Twilight Zone called The Hitchhiker, Frank?
I remember. Yeah, it was great.
That's very similar to this.
Like I literally said, wow, Hammy Jr. just redid The Hitchhiker, but
do you remember the last episode of the Twilight Zone called 90 Years Without Slumbering that was also done as a different episode? Called what the fuck? I wrote it down before. I can't think of the name of it. We just want to sleep.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes from season 1.
Yeah.
Point is, when you're recycling your own farts and not doing a very good job of it, it's time to pull the plug.
Today we're 2 for 2 on recycled farts.
It's almost 3 for. These 2 episodes have. This is like almost the 3rd time they've been done
and we have Caesar and Me coming up. A remake of The Dummy.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh,
yep.
I don't like The Dummy.
The same dummy. The same dummy, dude.
They could have already buy a different ventriloquist dummy. The same dummy.
That was the only one that Twilight Zone could afford because I think those all have to have like a different face or some shit like that. So otherwise, they'll get sued by the Howdy Doody Society or some bullshit. I don't know. I'm making shit up. I don't know.
You'll also recognize the robot in Whipples that's coming up soon as well.
He's been around.
Oh no!
Directly behind you.
It's Robbie, isn't it? He was the only like go-to robot at the time that had his own agent, right?
He's right behind your shoulder there.
Robbie and what's his face from who was the big jerk?
Welcome to
Now, pair 4, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence.
No more. No more. We're good.
That's not Whipple. No.
For your convenience, I am monitored to respond to the name Robbie.
Robert.
Please get an XLR mic.
Shut up, Bob. Nobody asked you, bitch.